It's more than a piece of glass. It's more than a trophy. It's a work of art, where every cut, every mark represents a job well done, a community well served, and a bond between a group of women who stand and cheer and celebrate an industry that builds the city that most can only dream of.
There are just so many successful women that have achieved this award.
It's just an incredible honor to be even mentioned in that group.
It's not just a piece of glass, it's history in the making. You see, generations of commercial real estate women in Dallas are defined by those who have this piece of glass.
I received the call from Vicki Gunning, who was last year's Outstanding Achievement Award winner. And she said to me, "Julie, this is the first time in my life I've heard you be speechless."
It's a piece of glass summed up in 3 words: Outstanding Achievement Award.
You know, anytime you're recognized by your peers, it's quite a distinguishing honor.
I totally fell in love with the real estate industry from the beginning. It's the ability to create something from nothing, to take things that are broken and make them new and vibrant.
I love getting 2 sides together to come to a decision, and hopefully both sides get a little bit or most of what they want. And it's like Brenda was saying, I'm a deal junkie.
Don't back away from a challenge because you're afraid that you may not succeed. You may fail, but you'll still learn something through that failure.
I do live by the philosophy that each person that you meet has at least one thing to offer to learn from.
4 women, each with a unique perspective, but in their careers, they all have one thing in common. They all had cheerleaders and influencers, like dads who were born salesmen and dads who were born fighters.
Dad's huge. I'm going to try not to cry here. He was pretty much abandoned as a child. And he had to raise himself. And he put himself through school, and he was successful. And, you know, my oldest sister had special needs, and that was huge for him, that he takes care of his family because his family didn't take care of him.
Or grandparents who were born pioneers, or grandparents who were born to pass down the gift of education.
My grandfather, Papu, had a very strong influence on my perspective on life. I remember early on going to his home and him telling us stories about his migration to the United States through Ellis Island. And very early on, I knew about my responsibility to live out the American dream that he provided to us.
4 women from different walks of life, each with life lessons learned through commercial real estate careers that have spanned more than 100 years.
It really comes down to having integrity in the moment of choice. And there are choices every day. It's never the wrong thing to do the right thing.
I'm only as good as the last deal I did. Your name and your reputation is all you got, really. So never mess that up. Don't let a commission get between you and your name and reputation.
This is not your ordinary piece of glass. It's an award built by professional impact. It's a piece of glass shaped by personal character. In the end, only 29 women have this piece of glass. Who's next?